Hey there, fellow literature lovers and history buffs. Have you ever wondered about the woman behind the monster? I'm talking about Mary Shelley, the brilliant mind who gave us Frankenstein. But there's so much more to her story than just that famous novel. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating life and lasting impact of Mary Shelley. Get ready for a journey through 19th century England, filled with romance, tragedy, and groundbreaking literature. Mary Shelley was born Mary Wollstonecraft Godwin on August 30th, 1797, in London. Her parents were well-known intellectuals of their time. Her mother, Mary Wollstonecraft, was a pioneering feminist writer. Sadly, Mary never knew her mother, who died just days after giving birth to her. Her father, William Godwin, was a political philosopher and novelist. Growing up, Mary was surrounded by books and big ideas. She spent hours in her father's library, reading and learning. This early exposure to literature would shape her future in ways she couldn't imagine. At 16, Mary met the Romantic poet Percy Bysshe Shelley. Despite Percy being married at the time, the two fell in love. They ran away together in 1814, causing quite a scandal in London society. Mary's stepsister, Claire Claremont, joined them on their adventures across Europe. It wasn't all smooth sailing for the young couple. They faced financial troubles and the disapproval of their families. But their shared love of literature and radical ideas kept them together. In the summer of 1816, Mary and Percy visited Lord Byron in Switzerland. It was during this trip that the idea for Frankenstein was born. One rainy evening, Byron suggested they all write ghost stories. Mary, just 18 years old, came up with the concept of Frankenstein. She later described it as a waking dream that came to her. The story of a scientist who creates a monster would become her most famous work. Frankenstein was published anonymously in 1818, when Mary was only 20. It's now considered one of the earliest examples of science fiction. Mary's life was marked by tragedy as well as literary success. She lost 3 of her 4 children in infancy. In 1822, her husband Percy drowned in a boating accident. Left a widow at 24, Mary dedicated herself to her writing and raising her surviving son. She wrote several more novels, including The Last Man in Lodore. Mary also worked tirelessly to preserve and promote her late husband's poetry. Beyond Frankenstein, Mary Shelley made significant contributions to literature. Her novel The Last Man is considered an early example of post-apocalyptic fiction. She wrote historical novels, travelogues, and even science articles. Mary's work often explored themes of isolation, identity, and the dangers of unchecked ambition. Her writing was ahead of its time, tackling complex moral and philosophical questions. Mary Shelley's life and work continue to inspire and intrigue us today. Her most famous creation, Frankenstein's monster, has become a cultural icon. The novel has been adapted countless times for stage and screen. But Mary's influence goes beyond just one book. Her life story has been the subject of numerous biographies and films. Scholars continue to study her work, finding new depths and interpretations. Mary challenged the gender norms of her time through her writing and lifestyle. She was a woman who dared to think big and live boldly in a male-dominated world. Her mother's feminist ideals clearly influenced her own life and work. Mary's characters often grapple with issues of power, responsibility, and morality. These themes remain relevant to readers today, over 200 years later. In her later years, Mary continued to write and edit. She faced ongoing financial struggles, but never gave up on her passion for literature. Mary Shelley died on February 1, 1851, at the age of 53. She left behind a rich literary legacy that continues to captivate readers worldwide. So there you have it, the incredible life and lasting impact of Mary Shelley. From teenage runaway to literary icon, her story is as fascinating as her fiction. Next time you think of Frankenstein, remember the remarkable woman behind the monster. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it with your book-loving friends. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into literary history. And let me know in the comments, what's your favorite Mary Shelley fun fact? Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep reading and dreaming big.